And for the next action figure slash toy I found at my local flea market for this segment of random finds or random pickups. I don't know. I suppose it doesn't matter. It's this Spider-Man Classics figure. And again, the same as the Black Suit Spider-Man. I just thought it looks like the right scale for Marvel Legends. And it's a battle-damaged Spider-Man. It comes with this really cool stand. It's got a comic book in with it. And just overall, I was like, this seems pretty cool. And the price tag here has been removed. They take it off at the register, as I mentioned. But it was, I think it was like $17. Pretty good. I mean, it's a decent Spider-Man to add to the collection. The stand is cool. It's got a comic book. I thought about maybe just reselling it and maybe, making a couple bucks on it. But I like Spider-Man a lot. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to keep it. So you got the back here. There's some other figures along this line, in this line, whatever. And this is from 2001, I believe. Yes. So I was happy with this pickup. So let's get it open and let's take a look at the thing. All right. So we've got him out of the box here. And first, let me just show you what was behind this. You couldn't really see. Look at this awesome Todd McFarlane cover of Spider-Man. And this is actually a comic that I don't have. So, I mean, it's old. It's not in the best condition. But I'm going to bag and board this and add it into my collection. So, I'm pretty happy to have that. Let's see if I can just gently lean it. So, anyway, wow, that was a nightmare to open. Definitely glad I had scissors. And I'm definitely glad that they do not use this kind of plastic anymore. Because this, and I was being careful. And I'm not going to show you. I don't know if you can really. Right there. Just went right across. And I was like, oh, God. Is it bleeding? Thankfully, no blood. I don't want to sound like a baby. But that plastic is like razor sharp. And I'm glad they don't use it on things anymore. So anyway, the figure itself, oh, man, was this thing dying to get out of the plastic. I mean, it was just begging to be freed. Everything creaks and cracks and I was just afraid I was going to snap something because it's a figure it's been in this box for 20 years. So first off, though, this stand is super cool. I love this lizard stand. It's excellent. I like everything about it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it quite yet, but because I just think in photography and different things, it's going to be weird to work with because of the shape. And on my shelf, I have figures just kind of lined row and row. So I don't really think I have room to I don't know. I'm going to find something for this, though, because it's too cool. I love it. It's great. And the figure itself, I'm not a huge fan of this kind of looks like his eye mask is melting there. I don't love that because, again, on the comic, it's just it almost looks like it's shattered. Whereas here it looks like it's kind of melting. But for photography, if you come across one of these figures, I definitely recommend picking it up. The posability is not great. Everything like this shoulder is so loose, and it's just, it just feels like it's going to snap. But you can't beat this look. The slashes in the suit there. Of course, it's got that annoying, I got to move this, sorry. It's just causing everything to not focus. But it does have that annoying toe articulation like they all had back in the day. But just the dirty, scraped, ripped, torn, the fingers are exposed on the hands from the gloves. It is just a cool, oh man, look at that. The hair sticking out of the top there of the mask. I think I'm just going to have Venom just grabbing him by the throat and just, it's going to look so good in photos. I'm so happy to have this. Really cool pickup. And for, I think, the $17 I paid for it, definitely worth it. And for another part of our random finds video, we've got this Spider-Man black costume Spider-Man figure with missile launching glider, which I have zero interest in. I saw this at a flea market. As you can tell, the box is pretty dirty. This is just the tag they cut off at the register, the price tag anyhow. Show you some of the box art there. I think this is, let's see if we can find 2004. So we're looking at almost, 17 years here of an older figure. So this is dying. It's itching to be opened. But I got it because I do have a few, well, more than a few. I have quite a few Marvel Legends figures. However, I cut myself off because I do so much Black Series that I really just wanted to rein in my spending. I didn't want to go nuts on figures, new figures anyway. So I figured I'm going to only do Marvel Legends for Spider-Man and Spider-Man related characters and villains. And I don't have a black suit Spider-Man, and they all run pretty high on the secondary market. So I thought this might be a way to just slip in a black suit Spider-Man into my Marvel Legends. I can work him in with maybe some photography with other figures. And from what I could tell, it's a decent looking figure. So let's get him out of the box and we'll see how he looks. All right, so we've got him out of the box here. And like I suspected, it's a pretty decent looking figure. I think it'll work well with my Marvel Legends. It's got a bit of a kind of a blurriness on the paint there at the top of the spider, but I'm A-okay with that. The figure itself is the right scale, and you don't need a lot of details. So even though this isn't an up-to-date modern Marvel Legends figure, I think I can pose this with Venom and a lot of other figures, and I think it'll work out just fine. So I'm really happy with this. I can't recall if I mentioned prior, but this was a $10 pickup, so I'm not going to go through all the articulation and everything, although it does have that really annoying toe articulation they used to do, but that's okay. Everything just kind of swivels to get it to move in the right spots. They just didn't have the same joints and things. Although I will say this, okay, it comes with this, and this goes on here somehow. It straps onto him and then goes through here, and, you know, I don't know. I didn't really bother with it because I'm just like, I'm just going to give this to my daughter. She can use it for her action figures or like her Barbie or something or whatever. But I will say this. This thing rockets out of here. Oh my God. That was anticlimactic. Hang on a second. That thing has got some zoom to it. And I was aiming for him there, but I was looking at the camera, and I think I overshot. Whatever. Don't judge me based on this. But anyway, a cool little $10 pickup. I was happy to find it. So there are my Spider-Man random finds. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on this marketplace that I go to because I have found some toy vendors there that have some really cool stuff. Some people there are looking to make some money, so they price it out at higher prices on some things. But other people just kind of find stuff like this and just think, 10 bucks sounds right, 15 bucks sounds right. And they slap a price tag on it and throw it out there, and I have been happy to pick it up. Again, the glider here I have no real use for, but this stand with the lizard and this battle damaged Spider-Man is so cool. It's one that I can't believe I didn't know existed, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. I know some of the articulation and different things isn't up to the standards of today's Marvel Legends. However, I'm happy to add them to my collection. I think they look great. The black suit Spider-Man, I'm happy to finally have one in my collection, as the secondary market on the newer black suited Spider-Mans are pretty pricey, and I didn't want to pay it. So finding this for $10, I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm very happy to have them. Sorry, my comic book backdrop here is starting to dip and slide. If you're a comic book collector, you might be looking at that and going, oh my goodness, that guy he's gonna make spine creases. What is he doing? Anyway, I don't care so much for I do like comics though. I don't want to look like a bad guy. We'll lay that flat. I've got a couple thousand comics. I know that to some people might not sound like a lot, and for some people it'll be like, whoa, a couple thousand. But just over the years, they've just accumulated, and I've actually been selling some of them to make room for things like these beautiful figures here. So anyway, I was going to add this as a part of another video with some other random figures I found, but I think these two would just kind of stand on their own as my Spider-Man random finds. And I think I'm going to put this together as just its own video. Hopefully someone somewhere out there saw this and enjoyed it and stuck through my rambling and my unstructured YouTube mess that is this video. But these are two great figures. Two great figures. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you see them out there at a $10, $15, $17 price, whatever they are, pick them up. definitely worth adding to the collection. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give me a like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter so much. I just enjoy doing these, and I love putting my figures out there in the world to see. And I will see you next time with either a brand new figure or some random thing I found at a flea market. Thank you very much. Take care.